Get you ready for this one. It's game one of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of game one. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in game one. And a moment now to have a look at Jeff Bannister's Texas Rangers. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
David Price will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in game one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the Red Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Sure, guys. Some of the things that Xander Bogaerts does at shortstop, absolutely incredible. He's got a ton of speed, allows him to cover ground, arm as good as anybody at the position, and his instinct.
Jonathan Lucroy gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Hey, 2 out.
On the ground to third. Bone with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Boof Bones strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand.
Standing in, Boof Bones. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark. So you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Xander Bogaerts stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
On the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down. Settling in now, Dustin Pedroia. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Looking to avoid his first walk. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Right here.
This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And the catcher has the plate blocked, and he's out at the plate, so only 1 run scores on the play.
Oh, no, you don't.
Red Sox settle for just the 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Boof Bones will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
Oh, I know it hurts, but you just have to accept that when you come to Fenway, a ball like this down in the corner is often going to be just a single, even though you want it to be a double. Here he tries to press his luck, and it's not going to work out as they...
Boof Bones steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Boof Bones, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First pitch coming, here it is. This one's hit deep out to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. Throw into second, the tag, and he is called out trying for 2. Bad decision.
Yeah, the Green Monster just pinged another.
And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Settling in now, Elvis Andrus. He'll get to take his first cuts here. On the ground to the left side. Comes up with it. One away.
He's out.
Booth Bones, the stand-in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Come on.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere.
Into the box now, Ian Desmond. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bones has got it, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll head now. Booth Bones steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Fly ball heading for the alley. Desmond going back on it, and this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And a relay home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Jackie Bradley Jr. digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run.
Elvis Andrus will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
But a quick glove at third, and there were 2 gone. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Boof Bones steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Boof Bones.
Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down. And
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Brock Holt digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Now the double steal is on here. Waiting on it, the right fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 5 innings. Number 31 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. 1-1, here it comes. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Boof Bones steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Liner toward right center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Jackie Bradley Jr. gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Holland pauses. The 2-2 pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And to score is the runner from first. It's 6-1. Into the box. Boof Bones. He singled his last time up.
Now batting, third baseman, Boof
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go. Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch. Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
Here we go.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Let it fly. Let's go right here. Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Come on now, one pitch right here. Come on now, one time right here.
Hey, see it up. Drive it the other way. Let's go, big dog.
Come on, kids, see and drive. Get your pitch.
Number 31 will stand in to start off the ninth here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And you know, these guys come in here off of a loss in game 1. And maybe that's to be expected. Remember, these guys are the underdogs in this series, but if they have any designs on winning this series, that makes this game 2 such an important game. You'd hate to go home down 2-0 already. And knowing that you need to take 3 in a row to win the series, it just doesn't happen very often.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Elvis Andrews will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
We got one here. We got one.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
And that fastball his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Hard hit ball to second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Ian Desmond will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
And now with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Lined hard toward right center, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
Let's do it.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Number 32 stands in. From the stretch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a swing and a miss, and now the Rangers are down to their final strike here.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 down, runners at first and second. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Eric Hosmer stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them.
You got it, Matt. This is a situation where he just needs to keep that line moving. Get on, get a couple in, and hope the next guys can come through big.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
Drilled. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. High and deep to right center field. Ranging back is Bradley. Gone! It's a grand slam! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His first homer here in the series as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
Oh, he was 1 strike away from getting out of the inning and putting a 0 on the board. Instead, leaves one out over the plate. He probably knew it was trouble when it left his hand, and he wound up putting 4 on the board with just 1 swing.
Craig Kimbrell is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Line to the right side, but this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
You got to like the work rate out there. 2 pitches, 1 out, 1 save, and 1 tight victory for the guys. Hard to do it much better than that.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a...
A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Texas Rangers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Steve, what's the focus for this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, I think it's going to be really important to understand the pitcher that they're facing and make the adjustments as the game goes along. If this guy's in the zone, then be aggressive. Go up there hacking. But if he's trying to be effectively wild within the strike zone, then you've got to be a little more patient and work the count.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. Boof Bones will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Lined back over second, and a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to catch.
Xander Bogaerts set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Yeah, a great start for him so far. They go up 2-0 on a base hit here, and they're doing it off one of the best pitchers in the game.
Striding forward now for the Sox, Boof Bones, and he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. Hamels comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit, and he is in there. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the...
Xander Bogaerts gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Hit out towards second. Odor has it. Go on to first, and they're able to escape the monster.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one
Bones
out.
stands in another RBI spot. He's already got 3 in the game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how many good pitches he's going to see right here. He's been too much of a factor in this game. I wouldn't pitch to him.
High and deep to right center field. Desmond ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of this series as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate.
Boof Bones will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
His perfect night continues. He's been on base all 4 times, and he's on again here with a solid single.
All right, come
At
on
the
now,
plate,
let it fly.
Xander Bogaerts. He flew out in his last at-bat. 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Runner goes. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's safe.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way.
Oh,
In now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an 8-2 game.
It's pretty well done right there.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Boof Bones, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
No one better. Let's go, kid.
Digging in and looking for more, Xander Bogaerts. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over.
Well, you know, their work is not done yet, but they've done what they needed to do up to this point. And they take care of business here to punch their ticket to the ALCS.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight.